how dirty this bus is, folks. We got strawberries, whole plastic is left on the floor. There's a can right here. Look what's down there. It's like a lid. So what he leaves on the floor. We've got more leaves, wrappers down here. So far I've only seen the major graffiti, which is right here. And you got this graffiti, which I don't even want to read what it says because it's just deplorable. But take a look at the back. See if you notice to me right now that the mechanics of the bus sound fine. It's the inside that I got a problem with. Oh, somebody drew on the seats. See, it's bad enough now the Orion 7 old gens are having a problem. Now the Nova Bus LFS is having a problem too. See, someone leaves a Pepsi bottle on the back, old Metro card. You could easily clean this part of the bus up with Lysol. I'm talking about these stains over it. If I had my Lysol wipes, I could easily wipe it off. But, yeah, we're on 80/20 today. And, here's the blanket right here. Here are the cameras, right? I'm sure the cameras are broken. Because they had footage of what was going on in this bus. Somebody could be turned in. We're vandalizing this vehicle. Not to mention, again, not being courteous, not picking up after themselves, I'm just leaving this bus dirty. Look, there's a green wrapper right there. And there's like a napkin over there. And then more bodies. Look, there's an airplane. You know who this is brought to you by? That's right, the Queens Village Bus Depot. Take a look at this. Somebody leaves a vape pen on the floor. I think this is a vape pen. I don't know what it is, but I'm thinking this is the most terrible area of the bus I can sit in the back. Because honestly, oh, take a look at this. The air conditioner's on. It's 53 degrees. Why isn't the heat on? It's just blowing out cold air. Hopefully maybe I can get warmed up. Nope. One last thing, take a look. Someone looked at Metro Card transfer over here. And then, look how dirty these seats are. Let's try to get this one. Yeah, see, look how dirty this seat is. I had not noticed any. Oh, something dirty over there, that's for sure. I have gotten now pretty much to a point where I have to be the bus inspector. The MTA, again, is supposed to have a strict policy of vehicles getting inspected. Each and every time. I mean, I'm going to say this again. You know why this is happening. It's quite obvious. Because, again, there's only one company from Long Island to point the finger at. And I'm going to leave their logo on the screen right now. That's right, Transdev. This is exactly what the buses would look like if we were running Nice Bus right now. And I thought New York City Transit was supposed to have higher standards. I'm going to mention this again. Where's Daryl Irick? Where's Andy Byford? I understand the subways are seeing a big change. But here in Northeast Queens, we have a transit desert. This is our only method of transportation. And honestly, again, I really hope I'm going to urge Matt Camp for this next month at the board meeting. At least the allotments are out today. Next month at the board meeting, Queens Village needs to be under investigation. Bottom line, this is not acceptable. I say this again. There's supposed to be higher ethical standards. If my grandfather was driving this bus, he wouldn't tolerate this. He wouldn't. Even if he saw the bus dirty afterwards, he'd say, "How is my bus in this condition?" So, that's what you get with Queens Village. So we're about to pass Frank Padovan School campus, and I just saw something very deplorable let's just wait for the bumps, I'll make my point. Right by Commonwealth Boulevard. Apparently there is caution tape on the bus stop. That's not acceptable, because you know who uses that bus stop. That's right, the children at the Frank Padovan School campus. And even Frank Padovan himself, if he were alive, wouldn't tolerate this. Now I'm going to make it again very political just for a second here. We have a very important state senate race in District 11, November 6th. And I figured on November 5th, I'm making the announcement now. Monday, November 5th, I will be doing a special walk and talk from Auburndale. I am going to be giving everybody volunteer information on how to help Vicky Palladino on November 6th, because I know what to expect, and I will confirm the plans from Vicky next week when I speak to her or her campaign manager, because I can contact Vicky. I'm not going to disclose the information on that. I got very annoyed when I saw that. I couldn't get it on tape, but you all know why it happened. You all know why it happened. Because some big shot in Albany got his way and pretty much didn't craft the bus stops carefully. I'm not going to say his name. I just don't, alright? It's going to trigger me today. I had to bring Vicky up because I figured I would sort of relate to what it has to do with Frank Padovan, because very important that we all do our part on November 6th. I just want to quickly mention the polls have the race very tight between John Liu and Vicky Palladino. Very tight. So we all need to do our part on November 6th. And I will quickly mention it. I got 20 signatures on Vicky's petition in Fresh Meadows. Very important I got that. So we all need to do our part. Volunteer, vote, or do both. Because we all have to make our voices heard. 1 week from this Tuesday, November 6th. Epic fail on 6891 in the Q27. The engine sounds like I swear, it was making this weird noise on that Orion 7 old gen. And I was saying to myself, the driver probably got up because somebody complained about the noise, and they're keeping it back in service. Very annoyed about that. And there's my bus that I just got off on. So the 88's coming. I just checked bus time. Thankfully today we actually have a leader, so I'm hopefully going to get on the leader on the 88 today. And thankfully, because of Andy Byford, at least the schedule change is seeing some shift. Oh boy, we have a faded sign on this bus. 6892. Let's take a look at it. Yeah. Faded sign on the front. Barely even see it. It is working, but like the thing is, with that sign, it doesn't even look like it's properly lit. That sign's lit over there, but that sign is not even properly lit. So, even more of a disaster with Queens Village. The AVL's not working. It's the same thing that happens with Suffolk Transit. And even sometimes on Nice Bus too. And I'm also going to quickly mention this right now. In the card, I'm going to leave it. Pine Power LI was in Glen Cove the other day. And Nice Bus is just getting worse and worse. It seems all the time. So guess what happened? N21 didn't sound so good. They went to the wrong bus stop. Oh boy, listen to this engine. Another Battle Ryan 7. It's 6444. I've seen this one numerous times. It's done the 46 a couple times. Yeah, this engine doesn't sound so good. That's what you get with Queens Village. But I was just going to say, Pine Power was waiting for the N21 in Glen Cove the other day, and no proper bus stops in Glen Cove. So once again, it just proves that, I'm going to say this again, we correctly fixed this mess by getting MTA Long Island bus back. Because then maybe my Queens Village service will get back to normal, for crying out loud, and maybe proper maintenance will be done. But until then, we're stuck in this disaster. This is a humanitarian disaster. And I said that about the 73rd Avenue bike lane, which again was not necessary because you have people not able to make a right turn legally. 8017 engine doesn't sound good on this LFS. So, yeah, it's just proof that Nice Bus disease is here in Northeast Queens. And I don't even think those fans sound correct on the top of that bus. Those fans don't sound so good. So again, it's just more proof. Here's another one, 6489. I'm already seeing a crisis today. A crisis today. I don't even think there's air conditioning on that bus because somebody left the window open on that bus a little bit cracked. Yeah, I'm telling you, these are Ryan 7 old jet. Oh boy. Hang on, wait for this fire truck to come by. Yeah, we can zoom in. That looks cracked. That looks cracked. Oh. Yeah, I can tell this one needs maintenance ASAP. And listen to it. How is this acceptable? Yeah, here's the problem. This Mercury is picking up someone right now, and the vehicle needs to move because this bus is dropping off passengers because passengers are trying to transfer to the Q46. There's a Q46 right there, and I can't even tell if the engine's having problems because I'm not going to go over there. Here comes my bus, thank goodness, because again, with Queens Village, you get, honestly, a worse performance. You get pretty much an F. 6478, and this Queens Village sign, trying to zoom into it. Yeah, take a look at this. This Queens Village sign is faded. Ah. This is like the third or fourth Orion 7 old gen I've seen today. Today as a whole, with the engine having an issue. I just don't understand it anymore. There's no proper maintenance anymore. There's no supervision. I don't even think that bus is in service. I think it's probably going back to depot. And if it is going back to depot, they need... Oh, wait a minute. That bus isn't in service. Yeah, it's the 88. Yeah, I'm going to get on board my bus. And quickly get the number today for my bus. The bus number today is 8016 Nova Bus LFS. There's more vandalized glass on this bus. I don't know why they can't replace the glass. It's just unacceptable. I think this is plastic. Yeah, this is plastic. This is plastic. This used to be real glass. Somebody was telling me you should, next time you see an LFS eating plastic, well, whoever that person commented to me about that issue, it is plastic. And this is real glass. Driver's protector shield, plastic. Why is it plastic? And this engine doesn't sound so good. It can give out any minute. That's what you get with no maintenance. Take a look at this. Trottenberg just put a new bike lane here. Oh, used to never be a bike lane there. Oh, I had to bring up her name, but it was very important that I just did. And every time I get on this bus, it always gets overcrowded because, again, the Cardozo students who are coming from the Q27 always transfer here. So that's why if this bus goes missing, we have a bad of a disaster if the bus already gets crowded in Queens Village. And then not to mention, the eastbound train from Atlantic Terminal, which left at, what time? Yeah, around 2 o'clock, due into Jamaica, 226, and then making all the stops to Queens Village Railroad. That run needs to get filled. So it just proves the point. That, again, no supervision, no maintenance. Listen to this engine. It can give out any minute. I mean, listen to it. The driver's even having a hard time accelerating. It's going to give up. I doubt this bus is even going to make it to the fairgrounds at this point. And if it does, it's a lucky miracle. And I'm sure the driver has a check engine light right now, and he's not even aware of it. I'm going to wrap up this video by showing something very disturbing today. Two things I saw that were very disturbing. First, you're looking at this picture I took at Cunningham Park from the Q88. This homeless person has been there for many years. I've even lost track. And I was thankfully able to get a quick glimpse of this person for about 2 seconds. It's a little bit faded, but you can tell that this person's homeless. You can tell what this person is doing. He's just sleeping there right on 73rd Avenue. And then take a look at this quick video I shot right by Rite Aid. And I'm of course doing a voiceover over it because honestly, I was whispering and I don't think my mic was picking me up. But you could tell that this is just proof that you're seeing him on the screen right now. This is my mayor right now. He just doesn't care about the homeless crisis. And you're also seeing in the same picture. Guess who's in the same picture with my mayor? That's right. My dumb, egotistical, arrogant governor. Alright? These two men are evil narcissists. And they don't care about my borough. They don't care about Queens. It's really made me annoyed today. It's bad enough that the state of, as I name this video, the state of Queens is awful. Alright, that's why I'm naming it this. The state of Queens is awful. Because we have people who don't care about us here in Queens. Oh, sure, maybe Grace Main cares about us. No, she doesn't. She's too busy in Washington sticking up to the Democratic agenda. And I'm very irate about that, because guess what? Here in my congressional district, there is no Republicans running.
None! And I'm sorry for yelling. I'm really angry. I'm really, really angry. I didn't want to put her picture on the screen because I'm leaving these two men for a friendly reminder for you all. We have a very important election on November 6th. And if you are in U.S. House District 11, I think it's 11, I'm not too sure. I forget the number right now, but I'll get it to you in just a second as I'm Googling it. All I know is that if you're in Grace Mink's district and you're in State Senate District number 11, I'm going to say this again. Vote for Vicky Palladino. Because she is the only person from Queens who will look out for us. Just like Frank Padovan did. And I'm very irate today. I really am. We have a fight on November 6th. We have a huge fight. And I'm very annoyed. In District 6, we have no Republican running for U.S. House. Okay? And I'm urging one last message. If you're in Peter King's district, if you're in Naomi Levin's district, please vote for them. We need them to go to Congress and fight for us. Peter King's been doing this for a very long time. Naomi Levin will actually support President Trump's viewpoint on Israel. I know I don't want to make it about Judaism here, but this is important. Alright? These two men do not care about us here in Queens. It's very important that we send a message to these two evil men that Cuomo will lose power because Mark Molinaro will fight the De Blasio agenda. Okay? So remember that when you go to the poll on November 6th, because I know there are a few Republicans left in Queens. There are a few of them left. Queens is supposed to be the second most reliable area for Republicans in all of New York City. So we all have to do our part. That's going to wrap it up. Thank you all for watching, and please remember, vote on November 6th. And once again, absentee balloting started yesterday. If you want to fill out an absentee ballot, I suggest voting now. Thank you for watching and take care.